Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my people. My people, my people. My people, my people. I call it that 3 times. Fellow Biafrans, listeners all across the world, I think it is time for me to go to war. It is time for me to go to war. And one of the head I'll be slain is the one they call Biafra Unite. The man you all love to love, Mr. Biafra Unite. First of all, I want you to hear why I am angry and why I decided to do what I want to do. Hear what is said when it concerns Simon Ekpa, Finland, Nigeria, and what Finland is doing to Simon Ekpa. Listen to this before I start my analysis. Listen to a snippet. Listen.
Factor. I pity that president of Finland. Mama for that idiot, Alex Cole, or get the I don't know why that man is greedy of money.
Hold on. That's a wrong comment. That's a very, very wrong comment, and I have to come in immediately. This very platform is being watched and listened to by Finnish authority. And I'm not going to allow my caller to come in here and use this very platform to castigate the president of Finland, Alex Stubb. So, I will tell you for free.
Listen.
That Alexandra Stubb, the president of Finland, has no hand in what is going on with Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is number 1.
Listen.
I will equally tell you for free that Alexandra Stubb, the president of Finland, has no legal right to order anybody not to be arrested or to be arrested.
Listen.
It is not like the zoo where illegality is order of the day, where a president will come up and they use power. A power-drunk president will come up and then order the entire country to be massacred or to be arrested.
Listen.
And thrown into jail, even without trial. Finland is not like that. What happened to Mazi Simon Ekpa is because there have been a lot of petitions and allegations against him.
Listen.
And these petitions are going to Finnish authority.
Listen.
The Finland police and court. Therefore, when these questions were going on, these petitions were coming in.
Listen.
Then the authorities have to do their job.
Listen.
And these petitions are in the public domain.
Listen.
Then the authorities cannot ignore it. We saw Christopher Musa, the CDS, Nigeria Chief of Defense Staff. He occupies a high position in Nigeria as a country. Nigeria is an independent nation, even though it's not a nation.
Listen.
It's an independent country. They have their own table at the United Nations.
Listen.
It is a recognized country in the international community. We all know this is not a lie. So a man who occupies the office of the Chief of Defense Staff has been coming out laying allegations against directly to Finland, against Finland, that they are shielding a terrorist.
Listen.
So Finland has to arrest this, alleged terrorist and take him to court.
Listen.
Put up those questions and those allegations at him and allow him to defend himself.
Listen.
The Finnish president has nothing to do, nothing at all, nothing to do with this matter.
Listen.
This matter is between the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa to defend himself at the Finnish court, which is exactly what he has done.
Listen.
So I can't allow anybody to come here and start batching on Finnish president. He has no hand, nothing, not at all to this. Don't mind any individual or some group of people who are going online to talk rubbish and castigate people, castigate Finland and the Finnish authority. What do you expect them to do?
Listen.
They have done what they're supposed to do. Do you know the amount of pressure that is on them? Are you not aware that this case is an international case? You're not aware that this case is being monitored by the international community? The way Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa has defended himself is being monitored by the international community. They are all aware. And the way Nigeria was unable to provide evidences to all their claims and allegations, the international community is aware of it. So if the PM is released tomorrow, nobody will question it because he has defeated them. So please, my brother, you have 1 more minute to round up.
My brother, Biafra Unite.
Listen. Did I cut him off?
This Prime Minister's case is an international case. It's not a Finland. You get the point now.
Listen.
So, and this type of case, Finland authority, the way
he's not cutting the collar. He's not cutting the collar's voice off and on, and the collar could not respond.
We lost him, but you can come back.
We lost him. Listen.
You can come back and round up your submission.
He said, we lost the collar. You can come back and complete or round up your submission. Fellow Biafrans, the caller called back. And again, Biafra Unite was playing the role of a DJ, switching on and off the voice of the caller. And at the end, he said, nobody can come to his platform to insult Finland. Nobody can come to his platform to attack Finland for what is happening to Simon Ekpa. My people, this is the problem I have. This is the problem I have with you guys out there that pretend not to know who this man is. This man, Biafra Unite, was the first to lay an ambush, what I call a coup, against Simon Ekpa. During the days of Dr. Nelly, Nsima, Uwa Sophia, Faith Ogala, High Sense Idu, and the rest of them. Live on air, when they were attacking Ifeanyi Ejiofor in the same platform of Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa said the time has not come to attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor. So please, they should stop attacking Ifeanyi Ejiofor in his platform or while he's there in their midst. He asked Dr. Nelly to stop Uwa Sophia and Faith Ogala from attacking Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Dr. Nelly refused, and her attack dogs kept on insulting Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Simon Ekpa now said, okay, in that situation, that Uwa Sophia may have to be allowed to leave the platform because he does not want to be in in an environment where Ifeanyi Ejiofor is being attacked, or he will have to excuse himself. Then and just then, Biafra Unite, the one they call Biafra Unite, rose up and told Simon Ekpa he has no power, he has no right to tell anyone to leave the platform. He has no right to ask Uwa Sophia to speak on someone or not to speak on someone. Hence, nobody is leaving the platform. But it's up to Simon Ekpa. If he wants to leave, then he's free to leave. But Uwa Sophia or Faith Ogala are going nowhere. At that point, Simon Ekpa felt betrayed. He felt ambushed. Dr. Nelly was there licking her lips. She felt so good about it. She felt that was the overthrow of Simon Ekpa. The same way they are overthrowing Ogenkere in the Brigade camp. The same thing was led by Biafra Unite, Dr. Nelly, against Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa had to bow out from that program. And before he knew it, that was the rebirth of the so-called Idu Kingdom. But today, before your eyes, you are hearing this man again, Biafra Unite. He's saying that a caller who called to condemn Finland for what they did, he said nobody should condemn Finland. Finland has done nothing wrong. Finland has the right to investigate the so-called allegations brought to them by Christopher Musa. Fellow Biafrans, is this the way to investigate a so-called alleged accusation? That you hold somebody incommunicado for 7 to 8 months? Not only that, you grab 4 other people like criminals, you lock them up without food, without respect for their life or dignity. Is that what you call due process for investigating an alleged accusation? This is the problem I have with this man called Biafra Unite. Some of you, you say you love him. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. At this point, I want you to please listen again to the conversation between Biafra Unite and this caller. Listen to what that caller said and hear the response of Biafra Unite. Fellow Biafrans, I want to believe we are thinkers. We are critical thinkers. I don't want to believe in the Yorubas when they say they are the most educated in that zoo called Nigeria. Because me, I have competed with them everywhere I've been, from primary school, high school, secondary school, university. And ever since, I've come on top, victorious. So I want to believe we Biafrans, we are critical thinkers. So please, listen to what Biafra Unite said in the response to a caller who wanted to put the blame on what's happening to Simon Ekpa on Finland. As you listen, try to understand the psychology. Try to understand the reasoning skills behind Biafra Unite. The rationale of how he sees Finland, how he sees what Finland is doing to Simon Ekpa. From his response, you can tell where he stands on the actions and inactions of Finland in the way they respond or they treat our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. To him, it's a good thing. What Finland is doing to Simon Ekpa right now is a good thing. So please, I beg of you, remove your emotions as you listen to this again. Listen, please. Lend me your ears.
So, in fact, Nigeria is gone. And I can assure you, my brother, Biafra Unite, Nnamdi Kanu win. That's the end of Nigeria. Biafra has gone already. I'm going to have a again. I must tell you. Because these people, Chena Ham, Hados, they use all their Magomago Uru, Yehudo, our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, an innocent man,
listen.
Watchineke is very clean. You know, Yehudo, can use Uru Nigerian factor. I pity that president of Finland. Amama for that idiot, Alex Call, or get the I don't know why that man is greedy of money.
That's a wrong comment. That's a very, very wrong comment. And I have to...
Hold on. That's a wrong comment. That's a very, very wrong comment. to call President Alexander Stubb an idiot for what he is doing to Simon Ekpa, according to Biafra Unite, that's a wrong comment. That's a very, very wrong comment. Fellow Biafrans, lend me your ears. Understand the thinking of this man, the rationale of this man. Let's take it back a bit. Listen, please, listen.
President of Finland, Amama for that idiot, Alesko, or Gedikana, where I don't know why that man is greedy of money.
Hold on. That's a wrong comment. That's a very, very wrong comment, and I have to come in immediately. This very platform is being watched and listened to by Finnish authority. And I'm not going to allow my caller to come in here and use this very platform to castigate the president of Finland, Alex Stubb.
This very platform is being watched by the Finnish authorities. And Biafra said he would not allow his callers to call in and castigate Alexander Stubb for what he's doing to Simon Ekpa. A man who, under his watch, made sure his best friend, Simon Ekpa, for 15 years in politics, was locked up incommunicado. A man who went to do deals with Nigeria for oil and gas. A man who promised the agencies to come into Nigeria to do a deal with Nigeria. And before you know it, Simon Ekpa, 2 weeks to the convention, was picked up. To this man here, he's happy with it. To this man here, it's a taboo to call and speak about Finland or the president of Finland. To this man, what they are doing to Simon Ekpa, they are following the due process. When you and I know that the reason why they pick Simon Ekpa up, despite everything Simon Ekpa has done in Finland, they have been documented. You saw the video of him going to the parliament to send them documents before the advent of our convention. Before our redeclaration, Simon Ekpa made sure all the documentation was filed to Finland. But today, Biafra Unite is happy with the way Finland and the president of Finland is treating Simon Ekpa. So he has barred his listeners, his callers, from speaking ill about Finland or the president of Finland. Fellow Biafrans, this is the psychology of a man you all love. A man who does not show his face the same way I don't show my face on platforms. But in my own case, I have not come to the corridors of power. I have not come around to be in the cabinet. I have not come around. Mercy. Let's continue. Listen. Listen.
So, I will tell you for free.
Okay.
That Alexander Stubb, the president of Finland, has no hand in what is going on with Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is number one.
Boom. I will tell you for free, he said, that Alexander Stubb has no hand in what is happening to Simon Ekpa. He will tell us for free of charge. Hey, Lord have mercy. That President Alexander Stubb, the one who went to Nigeria to get a contract, oil and gas, the one persecuting Simon Ekpa, under his watch, this is happening to Simon Ekpa. He's telling us for free that Alexander Stubb has no hand in what our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Obatobie Agune Chemba Wakoma, a good man, in the ordeal of Simon Ekpa. We should not blame Alexander Stubb. Fellow Biafrans, I'll leave it here as part one because I'm very busy. But there'll be a series of me exposing this man they call Biafra Unite. I'm not happy with this statement of his that we should not blame Finland. The same way Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya, we should not blame Kenya for what happened to Nnamdi Kanu. And perhaps Nigeria and the DSS holding Nnamdi Kanu from Buhari to Tinubu, we should not blame Tinubu for holding Nnamdi Kanu because he was not the one that kidnapped Simon Ekpa from Kenya. Blame Buhari, not Tinubu, no. That kind of reasoning is madness. It's a flawed way of reasoning. You blame the government, you blame the structure for the fact that Tinubu is now the president of that zoo called Nigeria. We shall put the blame on Tinubu because under his watch, he allowed the continuous incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't care if it was in the time of Buhari, that dead stinking idiot, that animal. I don't care it was during his time that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. For the fact that Tinubu is now the new president, for the fact that Nnamdi Kanu is still being held, it means under the watch of Tinubu, Nnamdi Kanu is still under, duress, being held in DSS. So we blame Tinubu for what's going on as well. But if we leave it to this man called Biafra, he said, do not blame Finland. Do not blame Alexander Stubb for what Simon Ekpa is going through. It means we should thank Finland and thank Alexander Stubb for holding Simon Ekpa incommunicado, for making sure Simon Ekpa has no visitors, for denying him access to his doctors and the rest. We should blame, or don't blame Finland. Don't blame them. Tell them thank you because what they are doing, they should have done. What they are doing is right. What they are doing is good. They are investigating the allegation brought forward by Nigeria, Christopher Musa and the rest of them, according to Biafra Unite. Fellow Biafrans, lend me your ears. At this point, I will play to you the video just yesterday by our Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Oruabueze. She is the Deputy Prime Minister of Biafra. Listen to the way she addressed Finland. Listen to the way she spoke about President Alexander Stubb. And then compare it to this idiot they call Biafra Unite. Watch this, and I'll call it a day. Listen.
Police. Our country does that. Isn't that what she's supposed to do? Because she knows by reporting that, actions will be taken and things like that will stop. But there is a reason why she was planted there as the Assistant Secretary of the United Nations, to be there to ensure that their agenda is fully achieved. But their cups are full. I want to use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, His Excellency, Obatobie. As the Nigerian state collude with Finland to suffer our Prime Minister, to isolate him, to try him for nothing except let my people go, to deny him all the most of the medical services that he needs, to deny him of his friends, to deny him of his basic right, to destroy his businesses, destroy everything he's doing by isolating him, taking him away for almost 6-7 months. As Finland does that, there is only one reason for that: to stop the full restoration and protection of the United States of Biafra, nothing more. That is the only reason. For Nigeria to achieve that, they will go to any length through transnational repression to ensure that those that speak up for the independence of Biafra, they are taken away. That was exactly what Finland did, colluding with Nigerian state. Finland was fully aware that the Nigerian state are killing thousands of Christians every year. The reports are everywhere. They're on social media. Finland was fully aware that the Nigerian state are killing thousands of Christians every year. The reports are everywhere. They're on social media. They are a Western country. Finland was fully aware that the Nigerian state are killing thousands of Christians every year. The reports are everywhere. They're on social media. Finland was fully aware that the Nigerian state are killing thousands of Christians every year. The reports are everywhere. They're on social media. They are a Western country. They are fully aware of that. If they say they are not on Twitter, they are not on YouTube, they got the official report from the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, to Alexander Stubb office about the killings of the Nigerian state. It was formally presented, it was formally reported to Finland by Simon Ekpa. What did Finland do with that report? A member of the European Union Human Rights Committee, Finland is supposed to investigate anywhere there is a report of human rights abuse in the world. It doesn't have to be just in Finland. Anywhere in the world, they're supposed to intervene. And what is the purpose of intervening? To make the world a better place. At least they can try the little they can. Nobody is expecting them to tell Tinubu what to do. Nobody is expecting them to tell Nigerian politicians what to do. We are the one that will tell Tinubu and the Nigerian politicians what to do. But on the international level, Finland signing up to be a member of European Union or the Human Rights Committee, all these committees, Commonwealth, they are bound by the charters that establish those organizations to report those human rights abuses, those killing of Christians here in the world, as long as it was reported to them. Did Finland do anything? What did they do? No, they didn't do anything. Rather, Finland is the one prosecuting the person that made that report to Finland government. Instead of Finland to intervene to stop the killing of Christians in Nigeria and Biafra land, instead of Finland to intervene and caution Nigeria about the human rights abuses, instead of Finland to intervene and promote freedom of speech, freedom of the people to decide who is going to be a leader, self-determination, self-defense. Instead of Finland to promote that, they turn around to do the opposite by attempting to criminalize our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in the court. That's exactly what they did. Our Prime Minister is being tried in the criminal court. It is a criminal case that Finland brought against our Prime Minister. It was not a civil case. They are trying to criminalize him. That's what Alexander Stubb is doing. Trying to criminalize our Prime Minister, who brought a report to you on the criminality going on in Nigeria. But we are going to see how this suppression and subjugation and terrorism is going to take over, or is going to win over freedom. We are going to see how it's going to end. So we use this opportunity to thank our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, for your resilience, for what you do, for protecting us, for protecting the people of Biafra from the killing being perpetuated on a daily basis by the Nigerian government. using the reintegrated terrorists whom they support, in bracket, rehabilitate, give them homes, give them arms, hire them in the military, in the police, give them AK-47. Why they turn around to pursue their major reason, which is the Islamization agenda, Nigeria and Biafra land, killing people with impunity, killing hundreds of Christians without any concern by the Nigerian military or by the Nigerian defense team. Christopher Musa, he's just there watching why innocent indigenous Nigerians are massacred in their hundreds every day, killed in their numbers. How many times have any of you seen Nigerian Defense Chief Christopher Musa come out to publicly condemn the killings of innocent and indigenous Nigerians, indigenous Christians in Nigeria? The one that happened in Benue State last week or 2 weeks ago. How many of you saw Christopher Musa come out to talk about those killings? None. None. President Tinubu of Nigeria, when he came, he said he's going to go at his own time. Not the week when he's there, when he has the time. Meanwhile, over 250 innocent souls, Christians, were massacred on the night. They were crying for help. They were calling the military. They were calling Nigerian police. No help came for over 3-4 hours. These reintegrated terrorists that were brought in by President Tinubu and Christopher Musa was on a killing spree. I mean, they kill in the most gruesome manner. Some of the pictures, when you see that, you will go into depression for the next 2 or 3 years when you remember how these innocent Nigerians, innocent citizens were killed. There was no help from anyone. Christopher Musa never sent anybody to help them. Innocent children, men and women, young girls were locked up in a room and they were set on fire. They were locked up. They were set up on fire. Children were screaming. Mothers were screaming. Young men, young women were screaming for help. Tinubu was nowhere to be found. Christopher Musa was nowhere to be found. Bianco Ono was nowhere to be found. Why this killing were going on for over 3-4 hours? They were left for no protection in the hands of no one. Any leader that fails to protect the lives and property of the people that are under him should resign immediately. It's not it's not fit to be a leader. And this is just one case that happened in Benue.
There you have it. Fellow Biafrans, there you have it. I'll let you all to be the judge. You've heard from one man known as Biafra Unite saying he's thanking Finland, that we should not accuse Finland of anything, and also the president of Finland has nothing to answer. He has no case to answer, he said. But on the other hand, you've heard from our Deputy Prime Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Rabweze, condemning Finland like the way we should. Fellow Biafrans, with this, you should know, those who are happy with the condition, the predicament of Simon Ekpa, and those who love Finland, appreciate Finland for what they are doing to Simon Ekpa. It is clear. It is clear. I want you to be the judge. Today, as we speak, Biafra Unite is in support of Finland for what they are doing to our Prime Minister. While Dr. Ngozi Rabweze and myself, we are condemning Finland. We condemn Finland for their behavior, their actions, for not respecting the rule of law. And we condemn the President of Finland, Alexander Stubb. Fellow Biafrans, the gloves are off. Going forward, this nonsense from these animals who claim to be freedom fighters, this nonsense must end. Now we know those who are against Simon Ekpa and those who are enriching themselves in this movement. Those who said their platform is for sale. Those who volunteered to sell their platform and they said it will be very, very expensive. Those who claim their platform is for sale, and it will be very, very expensive, which means it will go to the highest bidder. Fellow Biafrans, lend me your ears. The gloves are off. I rest my case. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who have ears, let them hear. The gloves are off.
Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake, Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say every shred with every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why